The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
It was the night of nights for radio on Saturday night, Shaun.
Certainly was. So we're over in Sydney. We were at the big convention centre there. It was an interesting start for us, Nat, because we got told we had to go 6:15, just walk the red carpet.
Well, because we were nominated for the big award, with the big award of the night, right? The last one. They're like, oh yeah, no, they want to talk to you, and Angela Bishop from Channel 10 definitely wants to talk to you. Angela Bishop had no idea who we were. She had no idea that we'd been nominated. She, the publicist, the network publicist told her that we were from Perth. That's all she knew. And she asked some very generic Perth questions and then moved on, and we walked away going, yeah, no, she had no clue.
It's really funny. I know when we sit over here, a lot of the times we know that everything's run from the East Coast and no one. And people who are in national businesses know this. When you're over here, you always have this thing that no one gives two rats' asses.
We're a colonial outpost,
That's
Shaun.
right. But everyone from the East Coast, they say, no, you're very important. You're great. You're important.
All our people,
Yeah. So when we did walk the red carpet, it was just another moment of just going, no, I know where we sit.
I know.
And it's right to the left.
They're like, oh, just stand there and they'll take some photos of you. You see the photographers going, oh, God. Okay, quick. Can somebody pretend you're taking a photo of them? All right, move on. It was just... Anyway, so that's how we felt. But, it's a glittering night. And the big award of the night is the best on-air team, and they give that away. It's the very last award. So that was the one that we were nominated in, which was extraordinary. We don't believe anybody from Perth's been nominated before. It's very unusual. It's normally Sydney and Melbourne, big network shows, all the ones you've heard of, Carl and Jackie O and that kind of thing.
So we didn't go there with any... preconceived ideas that we would win, but once you got there, because we always were like, oh, who cares, we got nominated, big deal, bit of a pity one to start with, but once we got there, person after person was telling us that they thought we'd win.
I know. Yeah, and this is the evidence. Our table was up the front.
Yep.
Kyle wasn't there.
Kyle and
so
Jackie
they're like, Carl would be there if he was going to win.
Yep.
That was the theory. So Carl's not there. What else was there?
The fact that the betting had come in.
Yes.
Like we were paying $9 to start with. We were into $3.
Sportsbet ran a book on it. Yeah, we had shortened in the odds. That just means our mates put money on us.
Yeah, but again, the whole time now, none of us thought we were going to win. But as the night went on, we get closer because it went on forever, right?
It's the longest. They give out 80 awards, 80, and there were two Hall of Fame inductees who both spoke for about 20 minutes each.
I could have pushed them off the stage.
It was like ridiculous. We were reliving their careers, glittering careers, amazing careers, but it was like we relived them in real time.
Just a note for anyone who's making a speech, when people start talking because they're overhearing you, it's time to get off. Anyway, back to the point. So it gets down to the nitty-gritty now.
So they moved the presentation to there was kind of the catwalk at the front of the stage. So they moved the presentation to this front of this catwalk because Ian Moss from Cold Chisel was setting up. So his crew was setting up behind because they were kind of like the closing act. And so that moves to the front. They're going, we're getting down to the serious ones now. And they were announcing, so the nominees had been read. So a voiceover reads the nominees for, I think it was Best Metro Talk Presenter or something.
I believe it was, yes.
And then Kip Whiteman, who I think he's worked here. I think he's from Perth. Is he from Perth? Yeah. But he's based in Brisbane now. He opens the envelope and says, "Best on-air team, Metro, Jonesy and Amanda." And we all went, "That's our category." He's just read the winners for the wrong award. And what he's read, he's blown the result of the big award of the night. So it was the one we were nominated for, and which clearly we hadn't won at that point. And so then Jonesy and Amanda jump up, and everybody's going, "What's happening?" And then you could see the people scrambling in the control room. So they put up on the big screen the sort of still of them winning it, and then they take it down again, and then they're like, "What do we do?" And you could see the poor guy, Kip, is on his phone, like reading something, like an email on his phone that must have been, what the award winners are or the categories. He's trying to make sense about it. It was just a debacle.
But then on the screen they put up a picture of this guy, Ray Hadley, who's big over on the East Coast. They hadn't actually announced that he had won an award too. So then that came back on.
So he was the one they should have announced. Oh, it was just disastrous.
But we're sitting there because
it's like such an absolute fizzer. Yeah.
Before they get to the main one, so we haven't won.
We hadn't even heard that bit where they go, and the nominees are, and they would say, Nathan and Shaun, number 937, so we could go, oh, look, we're in with a chance. Because we knew at that point that we weren't in with the chance.
they made the announcement.
It was such an
the wrong award.
absolute. Like, remember when Australia's Next Top Model poor Sarah Murdoch announced the wrong winner? So, because the voting was so close and nobody was telling her in her ear, so she just went with the most recent update that she'd had.
Yes.
And it was the wrong one. So calls the winner up that she thinks is the winner, and then in her ear they're going, no, that's the wrong one. And then she had to tell this girl to her face, oh, wait, no, it's not you, it's the other one. I mean... awkward. It's just awkward all round.
Well, it was awkward at the time. We had a good laugh over it the whole time. Weren't we?
It's so funny. Of course that
brilliant.
happens to us.
Yep. We want to hear about people who botched the big moment. Maybe the big announcement that they were supposed to make, and someone handed them the wrong thing. Maybe they came up with. They said they called the wrong name. Perhaps.
Maybe you said the wrong name in your wedding vows.
Oh, that's botching a big announcement. You'd walk out of the church by yourself, I would imagine, at that point.
It could happen, Sean. It could happen.
$150 Atlas fuel voucher now. Find your local WA-owned and operated fuel supplier at atlasfuel.com.au. But we are talking about those big moments, big announcements.
The big moment. Was it botched? Hit us up. Joe's in Secret Harbour. Hello.
Hey, how you going?
Hey, Joe.
So we are talking about when the big moment got botched. What happened?
Well, I just have a little bit of a peeve. My name's Joanna.
Yeah.
And I just got a little pet peeve about not being called Joanne, so I've shortened it to Joe for many, many years. The final day came, my husband and I were getting married, and my celebrant said the wrong name, and I'm like, oh, well, I accept it, from her, that's fine. But he repeated it, and it was, at the time, I'm like, I said, no, I'm not doing it because you said the wrong name.
You stopped, and you said that, Joe.
But in jest,
yes,
and the whole crowd laughed up. It showed how nervous he was, and it just broke the ice, and everything was fine. And next week is our 20th wedding anniversary, so I did forgive him.
Yeah, you didn't walk off.
No, I didn't walk off.
That's pretty funny though, to actually call him on it in that moment as a joke. But that's funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess it was funny at the time, but.
Yeah, when the celebrant gets the wrong name and you've heard it in your mind. I mean,
I know.
I can relate to this.
Yes, at least Joanne and Joanna are close.
Yep.
It could have been much worse if he'd said Stephanie or something. Thanks, Joe. Tegan's in Port Kennedy. Hello.
Hello, how you going?
Hey,
Great, Tegan. So did the big moment get botched? What happened?
Yeah, I guess similar to the past one. I'm in a same-sex relationship, so me and my partner are getting married in 2012, and the celebrant's about to announce, and it's like, oh, please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Two women.
Did people laugh, or did everyone go, oh, what a mistake to make?
The only thing you can do is laugh.
Yeah, that's true, Tegan.
I guess we can look back and laugh about it now, and still together 10 years later. And,
So
have a child, but it was funny at the time.
Oh, that's awkward. That's awkward though.
Yeah, that's funny.
He must have died. Was it a male or female?
It was a lady.
It was a lady.
Yeah.
She must have died in that moment. Because clearly she's just a creature of habit. And then, wrong one. Oh, too funny. Thanks, Tegan.
Good on you, Tegan. We've got a $150 Atlas fuel voucher. Actually, Tegan, that's going to come to you.
Oh, awesome.
Get that in.
See, there's something positive came out of it all. Well done.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
They're here, everybody. The king and queen of Perth TV.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Rick, we were just talking about, you said congratulations on being nominated for the Radio Awards, which we did.
Done.
You guys have won plenty of awards over the journey, so you're not forgotten when you're here in WA.
Well, when you were talking about your awards, it reminded me of the Logies, the long night, sitting at the back, and you were sitting at the very front.
I know, they put us right up the front.
By the way, Angela Bishop sends her regards.
She doesn't, because she's got no idea who we are, which is beautiful. Now, of course, the reason you're here, it's Telethon Week.
It is. I mean, it comes around so quickly.
doesn't it?
Doesn't
We were
it?
only here yesterday.
It seems that way, yeah. God, and Telethon is such an amazing thing for Perth to
It's
get
an
behind.
institution.
The amount of money. Do we know what we're up to
Well, it was
money
about
raised?
71 million last year. I mean,
Yep.
the total is what's the total?
Oh, yeah.
Must be
Oh, in the bill.
200
Many.
a lot.
Yes,
Lots of millions.
Lots of millions.
It is amazing.
Not a billion, but close.
Yes, yeah, maybe this year.
A lot of entertainment coming over. Jimmy Barnes over too, so
Yeah,
we're
nice.
really looking forward to it. So it should
And
be a great
Marsha
telecast.
Hines.
Marsha Hines as well. So
She's
should
making
be
a comeback,
great
Marsha
entertainment.
Hines. I did see that. Hey, Rick, before we get into some other stuff, you've just lowered the seat so you can come down to our level. That's Nathan's seat, right?
Yeah.
Now he'll
Oh,
get the
the
shits on in a big
wrath.
way.
The wrath.
But he's not a short ass, is he?
No,
He's tall.
but he
Sit
does.
higher.
Oh, he likes to be the king of the studio. doesn't
He really hates people messing with his chair. Like, really hates it. It's like his number one bugbear. So,
A bit like me, I come in on Mondays and someone's adjusted the chair on the weekend too.
Yeah,
So it's sitting
it's
up
an
right high.
outrage.
So Nathan, if you're listening, I appreciate what you go
yeah.
through.
But Nathan, if you're
Rick
listening,
has a
it was
huge
him that
chair
moved
in
it.
the studio.
Does
Let me
he?
tell you, it's
A throne, you
it
might
is a
say.
throne. It's about this wide, and it's very tall.
What are you trying to say about my backside?
I was going to say, that's not required.
Funny.
It's a big chair.
Really? Did you demand a big chair?
No, I just went in. It was the only one available. And looked comfortable.
The crazy thing about our desk is it's really high, so you can't have a normal chair.
Yeah, right.
It's sort of like, it's like a bench height sort of thing.
Yep.
Yes.
And a few of us like those kneeling chairs too, and trying to find those is really, really difficult. So
Do you have to step up onto your set and up to your...
we do.
We do.
where you're... Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a green screen there, as most people know now.
Yes,
Yep.
yeah.
And it says, do not step on the green screen.
Yeah, right. So you're
So we
tiptoeing
all
past.
No, we all step on it.
And of course, there's no pants on under the desk, right? That's the rule.
Well, no more shorts. The old days, actually, funny story in the old days.
Yeah.
I used to play footy on a weekend and,
Yes.
come into the studio.
In your
afterwards.
footy shorts?
And occasionally I'd, leave the long pants out because it was a casual day. And one day
Yes.
I was wearing these red shorts. I was playing for Nollamara, local team.
Yes.
And someone said, the boss is in. I thought, bloody hell, I've got shorts on under the desk.
So you've got the shirt, the tie, the suit jacket, and footy shorts.
That was a long time ago, by the way. But fortunately,
Okay.
the boss was wearing shorts too, so
there
I got
you go.
away with it.
Okay,
So
that's good. That's good. It's a good look, isn't it? Yeah, Sean.
Well, we are going to be playing a little game called Dream Team. Now, we played it last year.
we did.
Yeah, we played it last year, all to do with raising money for telethon. And we're going to have somebody play with you at home, which is going to be good.
We'll tell you more about that shortly. Remember, come the weekend when telethon is in full swing, you need to practice saying the number. Can you remember?
1300 737 507. There you go.
Beautiful.
She's good.
You didn't know that, did you?
No.
That's the teamwork, right? So
As long as one
only
of us
one of
knows.
you has to know everything at any given moment.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
So, as you know, we were away in Sydney we got there Thursday night.
Yep.
And got back yesterday. Lots of misadventures, weren't there, Sean?
Certainly was. When Nathan and I, we were there on Thursday night, we...
Yeah, you had a
getting
slightly
together.
later flight than me.
Yeah. We're getting
Because we're like the royal family, we can't all fly on the one
Just in
plane.
case, just in case the plane goes down. Anyway, so Nathan and I ordered an Uber for us,
Yes.
and I put in the Uber. Porterhouse Hotel was the name of the place we're staying
Yes.
at. And I didn't really look at the address. I just pressed
Yes.
the button and away we went. And the Uber driver takes us to this place, the Porterhouse Hotel, which was an abandoned...
An abandoned Irish pub.
Yes. And so when we got there, I was
why
like...
do I know
"Ooh."
that, Sean?
Well, Nat knows that because the very next day when we were leaving a photo shoot that we were doing all together, I once again ordered the Uber and I ordered the same place, the Porterhouse Hotel, which the guy took us to the abandoned building again. I did it twice in a row.
As we pull up, Sean goes, "Oh, I've done it again," and I'm like, "Oh, Sean."
But I wasn't the only one who had a moment like that.
I go, "Yeah, you're such an idiot, Sean." So, after that same day, Sean, you invited me out with some of your friends to go on a boat on the harbour, which was a great. We had a
Yeah, it was
great
a lovely
day,
day.
wasn't it? It was a great day. It was a great day until we picked up Steph from Foxtel. Let's name her. And her contribution to the afternoon was a bottle of tequila. Which was duly consumed, and then things went south from there. But it was evening by this stage, so
Yes.
I had been wearing my sunglasses. I'd taken them off; they were sitting on top of my head. And at one stage, Steph sort of grabbed me around the deck, like that, mates, and my sunglasses tipped off the back of my head, and they went over the rail and they landed on a little ledge near one of the engines of the boat. And we're like, "Oh, look at that! That's a close call." And the skipper Gerard came and leant over and sort of had to go climb down onto the ledge and get them for me, brings them back. And so then, instead of putting them in my bag for safekeeping,
Yeah, of course.
I put them back on the top of my head. And about 2 minutes later, Steph grabbed me again and they just went bang straight over the side of the boat to the bottom of Sydney Harbour, never to be seen again. And I did not learn my lesson the first time.
I know. Well, both of us didn't in those circumstances. We wanted to actually open this up to see if people have been so stupid to do something twice.
We can't be the only ones. Was something so stupid that you did it twice?
We're going to have
a prize?
Yeah, we have. We've got a $300 to spend at Matilda Bay Restaurant. You can check out their wedding and event showcase on October 29. Register now at matildabayrestaurant.com.au. But you're so stupid you did it twice?
Sharon's in Linwood. Did you do something stupid twice, Sharon?
No, it was my dad. He used to hang out at the yacht club a lot, and this particular one has a dog leg to wear a jetty on our way to the boat.
Yep.
And he'd been in the club, had a bit to drink, walked down to go and sleep on the boat that night, and just kept going, didn't take the turn, and
Missed the dog leg?
Yep, walked off the end of the jetty. The next night, he was walking down there, hadn't had anything to drink, but he was telling his mate what he'd done. Did exactly the same thing again, but this time, probably without the alcohol, managed to get his arm caught on a rope, and dislocated his shoulder.
Oh, Sharon, that's embarrassing. The first time you got an excuse because you had a few beers. The second time
But as you're telling somebody about how you did this stupid thing, you do this stupid thing. That's actually amazing. Is your dad okay?
Yeah, now he is. It was a few years ago.
Oh, God.
Amazing effort. Well done, Sharon's dad. Bryson's Baldivis, hello.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Hey, good, Bryce.
Buddy. Okay. Did you do something really stupid twice?
Yeah, it's pretty basic, but had kids.
Okay, so how stupid a decision was it the first time, Bryce?
Oh, I mean, not really when they're born, but when they get older and get a bit of an attitude, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But the kicker is, so we decided, we're two and done sort of thing. I went and had the old neuter and whatever, and still feeling a bit sorry for myself recently, and just found out that before I even went and got the neuter, we're having number 3. So.
Oh, Bryce.
Oh, so you've made the decision to have the vasectomy. We're like, we're done, that's it, vasectomy, but the damage is already done.
Yep, pretty much.
Bryce.
Oh, that's costly, Bryce.
I know. But anyway, it's going
to be amazing.
I mean, the number 3 is going to feel really welcome.
Yeah,
there will be a
wife
point.
Wants a girl, so fingers crossed.
There will be a point at some stage during this child's life, Bryce, where you go, I wish I'd booked that vasectomy sooner.
Lucky they're so cheap these days, Bryce. That's the good news.
Oh, Bryce, that's too funny.
Actually, Bryce, we've got $300 to spend at Matilda Bay Restaurant. You need to take your wife out. You need to take her out for dinner before she has the baby because you'll be doing nothing after this. You can check out their wedding and events showcase on October 29. You register now at matildabayrestaurant.com.au. It's a beautiful place, Matilda Bay. Get on board.
All yours, Bryce. Well done.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.